Welcome back, guys. I know it's been a very long time, probably about a year. I know I look way different. I look like a 34-year-old. I'm not. I'm still in high school. And we're finally back. It's been a while. A lot of things have happened. But without change, without fail, I am back. And we are going to be having, I'm sure you can tell just by the title, another soccer cleat review, boot review. Wherever you're from, we're going to go with that. So I want to thank you guys for clicking on the video. I hope you enjoy it. So today we have, and I will say they're no longer in their pristine condition. We do have the Tekela V4 V4 Plus Pros. They were white. As you can tell, they're no longer white. They were, when I bought them, around $215. They're not, this model right here, this colorway is around 105 now, so it's dropped. And these are about probably 7-8 month old, cleats. So there's the new colorways, and they are the same price, or roughly like $215. And that's the only difference. Now, one great thing about New Balance that they've been doing for years is they've got wide width, which is great for players with wide feet. They don't have to buy just leather, so the leather fits their foot, but they can buy, in fact, a wide foot, which is just like this. And one of the great things about that is it offers more space for the foot. And I'm a wide-footed player, and I can tell you right now that compared to any other cleat, my feet didn't feel compressed and squished. I mean, my foot felt free. Going into that, the cushioning of the sole was also great. It lasted the whole season and even more, because I still need to use these until I get my new cleats in. And the cushioning, I mean, it lasted a while, and it's still lasting. So if you need, wide-footed cleats, really great cushioning, these are one of the best bets in the market right now. I know 10 years ago, New Balance, it would have been like, what? New Balance making soccer cleats is just like Skechers making soccer cleats. But today, they are one of the top 5 contenders for soccer cleats. And it really goes to show with wide-footed, which is something that they really do focus on, and the cushioning, which is just great. Now, I will say, these are the speed portals. If you saw a post 2 years ago, this was the cleat that I reviewed a long time. They're even dusty. That's how long it's been since I've touched them. But I reviewed these. Now, I will say they are a different type of cleat. This one's speed, this one's control. But nonetheless, I'll try and show you guys that. And, sorry, I'm adding a lot of info. These are size 10. These are size 10.5, so there is that difference. But, let's get, you can see right here that there is a little bit more space than the speed portal. And believe it or not, it really does add a difference. So I just wanted to show you guys that, just so you guys can see, compared to an Adidas speed boot, what the difference really looks like. The next thing, like I just mentioned before, speed boot versus control boot. This is a control boot, and as a control boot, it was really great. Great pivoting, everything you want, and especially with like this new style of stud pattern, with these studs right here. It really added some great traction, and even when you're not on the perfect way of your foot, where you want your foot to be, you still had enough traction to be able to move and do things with it. And it didn't get in the way either. I will say this, when breaking in these boots, these studs right here really bothered my foot, and I'll say it's because I had never had a stud pattern like that, so my feet weren't used to plastic being right there. So, there was probably bruising for about 2 weeks right there. But after that, I mean, they were so comfortable. And then once again, back to the cushioning. The cushioning was great. And it was just overall, the studs are great, especially for a control boot. You know, control boots are usually heavy, usually really heavy. But these aren't. They're very light. They've got not a mesh material, but I forget what it's called. It's been so long since I've been in the. I reviewed this. I'm sorry, guys. I forget what this is called, but we're gonna skip that. I'm sure you can tell it is a laceless boot. Has no laces. This used to be white, not gray. Shoot. Oh, it's been a while. As you can tell, there's no laces. And for some cleats, some boots, there is an issue with that. People slide in their cleats, and they end up getting blisters because of it and whatnot. And I will admit, the first 2 weeks, I did have to put Band-Aids on for this. Trying to show you that right there. Yeah, and that was rubbing up against my my ankle, my heel. There we go. But after the 2 weeks, it was very comfortable, and more importantly, it did lock down my foot. It wasn't like some where your feet do slide around, and you slide around in your cleats. That adds to the blisters, and not only that, but it makes it harder to run at full speed and stop at full speed and make those important decisions while on the field. So, with this being a laceless, but still being able to lock you down like it had laces, is so nice, and it's so great, and it takes away the concern of, if I buy the laceless versions, am I going to play worse? I can tell you confidently right now, you will not play worse. You'll play the exact same as you were before, and maybe it's not the cleats problem. I will say that. Maybe it's not the cleats problem. All right. I did want to show you, I brought up that, the control versus speed style, and I'll show you, both New Balance, so same company. This is New Balance, the black cleat boot is New Balance's Furon V7 Pros. You can tell that the stud pattern, it's more aggressive, it's more teeth-like, and it's so that when you pull against the ground, it's really pulling, and it gives you much more friction, and it pulls you forward. But what it doesn't have, unlike this, is these studs are much rounder. So when you go to move with your foot, and spin, it makes it easier to do that. Now, I will be honest. Do the stud patterns matter that much? No, not really. Not in all honesty. But speed boots are also lighter than control boots. This is lighter than this, not by a lot. And once again, will it impact your game that much more? Probably not, but it could at certain times. They are made out of different materials, and I think the Furons, you do feel more of the ball a little bit more, which for some people is very important. I know playing with the Tekelas, some people with their cleats, they want to be able to feel the ball. They want it to be like if they were playing barefoot. And now, Tekela isn't the best. I will admit that. But you can still feel like your foot is touching the ball. I'm not saying that it won't feel like that. No, it will. But there are other cleats that will make it feel more like you're touching the ball with your actual foot. And with some of those being the Furons or the speed portals. If you really want to feel like you're touching the ball with your foot, I would really suggest the Crazy Fast, the Adidas Crazy Fast, the New Balance Furons, and the Nike Mercurials. Those will be your best bets, because they're speed boots, they'll be lighter and they'll have less material, so it really will feel like that. But guys, unfortunately, the newest video of Mosquito Man has come to an end. I want to thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I want to thank you guys. I'm so excited to be back. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Aww.